Hi guys, this is my first video in my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to discuss about arrays in Java of 1D and 2D. Hope you like this video. Please enjoy it. So the topic which I am going to discuss today is array. So first, if we need to understand what is an array, we need to understand what the word array means. So when we give an input in the computer, we can usually give one input in the computer, or if we want to read the input from the user, we can just take only one input from the user. If we need to take more than one value, so what we need to do? We need to read the same statement, like we need to use the scanner many times, more than one time. So instead of using a of same command, multiple usage of same command, we can use array to store values or elements which are more than one in number. One. So what array means? It's simply collection of elements. Now the question comes, what we can store in an array? We can store any data type. Any data type could be stored, but the condition arises that only one data type should be used throughout the array. So for example, let me take I'm taking an array of 2 rows and 3 columns. So in first row, I want my data type as int. So I'll take 1, 2, 3. It's first column, second column and third column. So in this, my data type is int. But now in second row, I want to take my data type as char, like A, B, C, char. So this should not happen. Throughout the array, the data type should be only one and only type. So in this video, I'm also making you go through different types of array and their simple code. So first I'll go through 1D array. When we come to 1D array, it just simply means that we can continuously take the input, like I'm trying to say, like if we for example, if we compare for 1D, 2D and 3D arrays, in 1D we could only take length. In 2D we can take two perspectives, length and breadth. In 3D we can take length, breadth and height. So in 1D we are gonna take only one dimensional, like it would be like a single line. So let me take a simple code for you to understand. So my code is to print numbers 2, 6, 8, 4, 1. I'll give these numbers as input, and I need to get these numbers as output. So the first part would be we'll be taking int a. Since it's a one-dimensional array, we'll be taking only one bracket. If it's a two-dimensional array, we'd specify two brackets, and we need, as I said, that the data type should be same throughout. So the data type which I am taking here is int, as these numbers are integers. So int a equal to, I'll be taking new, as we are giving an input, new int, and the number of integers we have here is 1 2 3 4 and 5. So 5. So, and now the topic comes, how we can arrange this. Like, I need the first number as 2, second number as 6, third number as 8, fourth number as 4, and fifth as 1. Like, how can we get it in the exact order? For that we use something called index. Like, if we go through a notebook, in the beginning we would be having the index page, like serial number, title, and page number. So what it helps us to know which lesson or which topic we wrote comes first. So in the same way we are using here. So first input, the first element would specify it with 0. The second element would come with 1. Third element is number 2. Fourth element is number 3. And fifth element is number 4. So the index of an array ranges from 0 to n minus 1, where n is size of array. Okay, so now the first number, what's the index? It's 0. So a of 0 is 2. Next, a of 1 is 6. A of 2 is 8. A of 3 is 4. A of 4 is 1. So now we stored these values, we stored all these integers in our program. Now if we need to get the output, what we need to do? We need to read all these program, all these numbers, and we need to get the output. So for that, in a simple way, we could just use for loop. For int, we need to specify the data type, int I equal to 0 and I is less than. What's the size of the array? I is 5. Less than 5, I plus plus. And system dot out dot print, what's the integer we need to do? A of I. So if we let us go with this for loop now. I'm taking a variable I whose starting value is 0 and it's less than 5. So first value is 0. For I, the first value is 0. Next, so we'll go through with this condition. I is less than 5. Yeah, it satisfies. Then we'll go with I plus plus. So the next number becomes 1. So in the same way as a for loop goes, it will get these values. So what are these values? These values are the indexes of our array. So in the print statement, we'll be getting A, which is our array, and the index values which we got from the for loop, that's I. So as a result, we'll be getting output would be 2, 6, 8 and 4. So 4 and 1. So the basic trick, this is my personal trick, and I think many of you don't know. Like, the basic trick is we need to know how to print stars. If we know how to print star patterns, it's easy to print the array. Let it be 1D, 2D, 3D or jagged array. Okay, so basically, if we know how to print stars, we can use the same trick to print 2D, 3D or jagged array. So let me give the code for 2D array. It's very easy since if we know how to print stars. So for example, actually in 2D array, we need to take array of array. So we need to take array of array. So let us suppose int x. X is an array. X is a 1D array which has 5, 6, 7 and 8 as input, and this is y as an array which has 6, 7, 8 and 9. And let's take the third array as z. We'll be having 9, 8, 7 and 6. So int p of, since it's a 2D array, we'll be taking 2, and array of array. So 5, 6, 7, 8, this is first array. The second array 6, 7, 8, 9, and the third array 9, 8, 7 and 6. So this is array of array. So if we see we would be having, we have 3 rows and 4 columns. That is 2-dimensional array. So let's take how to print it. For, we'll be using for loop again. Int I equal to 0, I less than 3, as we have 3 rows, I plus plus. Then in this is for rows. So now we read the rows. Now we are going for columns. For int j equal to 0, j less than 4, since the number of columns are 4, j plus plus. We'll be using system dot out dot println. No, we'll be using print, since we need to get it in the form of array. So print p of I and j plus these apostrophes. The space is for distinguishing each and every element from array. So now we'll be getting as, we'll again be using system dot out dot println, since we need to go to next line after completion of each row. And that's it. This is the code for 2D array. In similar form for 3D array, we'll be including k here. K equal to 0, k less than, let's take the third dimension, we'll be taking, for example, we need 6. We'll be taking k less than 6 and k plus plus. And here we'll be using k. So the same way we'll be using for 3D array. So thank you. Hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe my video.